What's up with it? Straight to the point here. Now I want to talk about this Pascal Siakam trade that just went down earlier. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Ticket TV. He was the first one that broke the news and broke the story on the trade. That's good, excellent work by Ticket TV. Go sub to his channel. If you're living under a rock and you don't know who he is, I'm here to tell you who he is, okay? So just go ahead and sub to all of his platforms. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, for the future, the Raptors won this trade, okay? Now, I know it doesn't look like that, but the biggest thing is that they got 3 first-round picks. They got Jordan Nora. They got Bruce Brown. And they got Kyra Lewis over from New Orleans, the Pelicans. Okay? For Pascal Siakam. So, I felt like if you're looking at it in the future, the Raptors won this trade. But if you're potentially trying to win now, in which the Pacers are really trying to win now, you can tell that they are, because the Pacers are getting back to, being exciting to watch again. That's not to say that they've never been exciting, because the Pacers have always had talent on their roster. I mean, even going all the way back to when Reggie Miller played, they've always had some sort of talent on their roster. They just never could get over the hump in terms of winning a championship. Because people got to remember that the Pacers were always fighting for or competing for a championship. They were always going real deep in the playoffs, finals too as well. So people gotta realize that. But now, if you're trying to win now, though, Pascal Siakam is that guy. And I was paying attention to both him and DeJounte Murray, and still am with DeJounte Murray, because Pascal Siakam is a guy that I wanted the Sixers to get their hands on, because he's a Swiss Army knife. He can pretty much do it all. He's a champion, much like Fred VanVleet and that. All of those guys that played on that Raptors team, he's still a champion. You can't take that away, as well as Kawhi too. Okay, people gotta remember that he was a big factor in that championship. Okay, now he brings a lot to the table with the Indiana Pacers and that squad that they have. I think that's going to be even more exciting, because now you have a do-it-all type of guy. You don't have just one guy, or a guy that could just score, a guy that could just rebound, a guy that could just do one specific thing. He could do a multitude of different things on the floor. And on top of that, he is a winner. Did he have some ups and downs with the Raptors? Yeah, he did. And I'm kind of glad that he's out of there. He's getting back to, winning again. I think he had ran his course over there with the Raptors. And, the Raptors, I have to see what direction they're going, because it's just like I don't know, they've kind of taken a couple of steps back instead of going going forward as an organization. I would think that after winning that championship, they would still continuously, keep going, but the organization has not gotten back to fighting for a championship or even being competitive somewhere. I mean, they were somewhat competitive, and you could say that sometimes during the early part of the season, but then when the season starts, getting tight and get on later on in the year, then it's like, well, damn, they're MIA, and they're MIA because they're all the way down. They're like pretty much one of the, I'm not gonna say one of the worst teams, but they're not. They don't have a chance to fight or compete for a championship like they once did. And I think that the Raptors are, they need to get back to that. I don't know what direction that they're trying to go. I don't know what they're gonna do with all these guys, but they do have three first rounders. They do have picks. So now you can look forward to the future. But like I said, Pascal Siakam, him being there with Halliburton and the rest of those guys there, I think that is they're going to continue to cook. That's another thing too. Halliburton, man, I don't think he's getting any credit for how he's played this year. I always wanted Halliburton, especially I wanted him with the Sixers too. When they were when the Sixers were shopping for several people. I felt like we could have used a guy like Halliburton. Now Maxey is my guy. You know what I'm saying? Maxey will always be my guy. But the thing that separates Halliburton from a lot of the guards, that play right now, is he plays that the point guard position how it's truly supposed to be played. Can he score too? Absolutely. But he's such a willing passer, and he's a gifted passer and a gifted playmaker. Man, he makes it fun to play with him, and guys love him because he is that leader. Now, hopefully, I wish him a speedy recovery on the leg injury that he suffered. I think it was a hamstring. But the Pacers are dangerous, and I had a friend of mine that was telling me about the Pacers. I wasn't sold at first, but then I had an opportunity to sit down and truly watch the Pacers. This team right here is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and if they can keep all their guys there and keep them healthy, they can do some damage. But yeah, Pascal Siakam, he's a damn good fit for the Pacers. Even though I would have liked them with the Sixers. Now we're gonna look for what other trades might potentially be happening. We gotta look and see what's gonna happen. I know I'm really waiting to see what's gonna happen with DeJounte Murray. If he's gonna go to the Lakers, if he's talking about going to I think going back to San Antonio. That's another thing, and I think I'm gonna talk about that too. I think I'm gonna save that for another video. But y'all tell me what you think. Who won the trade in your opinion? Also, if Pascal Siakam is a good fit for that squad, and also the other players that went to the Raptors, are they a good fit for the Raptors, and do the Raptors have a bright future ahead of them? I want to hear from y'all, man. Leave your comments. I'll get at y'all later.